Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Goff now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Following the penalty, Chubb. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Out of the gun. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out problem.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They go with Chubb on second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And a good job of just fighting. Tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there that's going to make it third down at 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jackrabbit Jenkins.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And again it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll run with Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On the move to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Chubb will try the middle here. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. This is caught. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, Allen. Over the middle, hold it, and oh, he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Goff. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Again, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Gone. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They go up the middle with Chubb. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 42-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good. Now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back now at Soldier Field. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen toward the pylon, caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding, offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Now Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have the Bears 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Allen now on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20, 10. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now Chubb running right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Goff. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The York now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So that drive, 4 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the